Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Spirit Guide message reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Virgo, and see what Spirit has to say. As always, I'm going to be moving your Spirit Guide animal cards over to the side. These will be used at the end, overlaid onto the tarot. They work so beautifully with each other. They give such a beautiful voice to Spirit that I absolutely love the way they clarify things and bring an extra level of depth and understanding to the reading. And I'm going to be moving your chakra cards and your tarot cards up here, and then taking the botanical oracle cards and seeing for you, Virgo, what Spirit has to say. Spirit's message for Virgo. Spirit's message for Virgo. Spirit's message, oh goodness, for Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, which is defend. And this one right here, which is nourish. So you're nourishing and you're defending yourself as you move forward. Now, all these cards are linked in the description box below, so if anyone really kind of catches your eyes, all these decks, they're in the description box below, so they're easy to find. So let's see now what your chakra cards have to say. And this reading isn't dated because whenever you come across it is the exact moment that Spirit wants you to hear this message. So it does not matter when you come across it. All right, so let's see now, Virgo. Spirit guide message for 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 Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, which is Mother Earth. Oh, that's beautiful. And this one right here, truth. Connecting with the earth, nourishing yourself. I mean, that absolutely goes in the nourish and defend, defending the earth, defending your true calling, defending yourself where you want to stand, who it is that you are. And then let's see what the tarot has to say. Spirit guide message for Virgo. Spirit guide's 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 message for Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Fantastic. That is where we're going to stop. At the center of everything, Virgo, is the Queen of Pentacles. This is you. You're represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. You're represented by the Hermit in the Major Arcana. You're coming across as a queen, so somebody who likes to be more behind the scenes during this time, or this time is going to be more of a time of being behind the scenes. Then you have the Sun card, happiness, joy, prosperity, success. Six of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Strong Queen presence here. 10 of Wands. You have the repeat of the number 10. This is an ending of a cycle. You have the repeat of a number 6. This is about nourishing and nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, moving forward. 5 of Pentacles. And the Strength card, which is a Leo energy. This is a time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. All right, so let's start off by talking about your chakra and your botanical cards. So we have here the Earth chakra. Now the Earth chakra, the Mother Earth, the Earth Mother, is the Earth Star chakra, and this is located 6 inches below your feet. Healing and cleansing this chakra will bring you more in line with what it is that you want. This is also talking about a rebirth, a deeper connection with Mother Earth, with your desire, with the natural side of things, the embracing of the humane, All right, there is a sense of taking care of things, seeing the bigger picture, looking at what it is that you want to looking at what it is that you truly desire, how it is that you want to plant your seeds as you move forward, meaning how do you want your harvest to come out. This is a time where you're looking at things and you're making long-term goals, right? But be very mindful of the long-term goals and make sure that you're moving forward in your truth, because this is truth, of course, and it is from the throat chakra, which is located in the center of your throat. So healing and cleansing both these chakras would be highly beneficial. And the way you can do that is in your mind's eye, visualizing blue, beautiful light, which my mind just said blue, but blue, beautiful light coming from the center of your throat is just crystal clear, blue, beautiful, deep or light, whichever color blue you want it to be, but just no imperfections in it. Just a steady blue color, a steady black color, no imperfections in it. Any disharmony, discord is taken out, is like pulled out by spirit, taken away. And you can actually see, it's kind of like cleaning thread, how they did it in the olden days, or how they still do it, where they clean the thread, they get out any impurities, and you get this beautiful wool afterwards. So here, there is that sense of cleaning things, and I would visualize it like that, because that's what spirit is showing me, taking out all the tangles, all the brambles, all the muck that gets in there, and now you're going to have something clean, something beautiful. You can also listen, of course, to chakra cleanses. I love the Tibetan singing bowls. Those are some of my favorites. But here, there is really a sense of moving towards your truth, moving more in a sense of grounding, but also speaking the truth. Any lies during this time, for some reason, anything that was based on lies or based in dishonesty, Spirit is saying they come to the surface, and it might not be exactly what you want to see or exactly what you want to hear, but it's going to be highly important and highly imperative for you to be able to move forward. There's a sense also of water and fire, your spiritual truth and your passion coming forward, and those needing to be balanced. Then you have nourish, which is the plantain, and you have defend, which is the dogwood. So you're nourishing and you're defending what's really important to you, and you're going to watch that grow. You're also going to find out, Virgo, something is happening here where you are finding out where your loyalties lie, what you truly want from life. And it can be exactly opposite of what you're thinking. Spirit is saying nothing is set in stone. Do not think that you cannot change your mind, that you can't, look at things through new eyes and new perspectives. Because that's what this is all about. You are looking at a power, and there's something here where you're being freed from something that has held you kind of captive since you were little. Something that, emotionally, and it's emotionally here, that is like you didn't feel good enough, worthy enough. And it's whatever pops into your head. So it can be something silly. Like you can sit there and be like, oh wow, that's so silly. I lost my doll when I was little, or, my stuffed animal. And now I've carried that into adulthood. That doesn't even make sense. Don't fight it. Just know that here it's saying that you're being freed from it, and so it's moving you forward. So you're also nourishing yourself, your soul, what you desire, the way that you need to grow, the seeds that you are planting into the Earth Mother, into Mother Earth, and you are finding the truth of the matter and the truth of a harvest, knowing that there needs to be a balance, there needs to be this understanding. And as you do so, you defend who you truly are. It's like saying, I'm not ashamed of me anymore. I'm not saying that you ever were, but it's kind of like that revelation that comes, I'm not hiding who I am. Oh, people will think I'm nerdy, or people will think I'm weird, or people will think this or that. Who the heck cares? Who the heck cares? Let them think whatever they want to think. Unless they are blissfully, unbelievably happy in their lives, they don't get to say anything. So here you are growing to new heights, and you are embracing a power and a truth that is absolutely and positively yours. And at the heart of everything, you're coming across as the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this can also be another earth sign energy, a Taurus or a Capricorn, but you are embracing, and at the heart of things is the Queen of Pentacles. You are embracing your knowledge, your truth, your power, the way you want to move forward in things. You're also being very supportive to those around you. There's a sense that people are going to be leaning on you, which you may not like. at certain times because you're trying to work everything out, but they're really seeing you as somebody that they can turn to for advice, for guidance, for healing, for understanding. There is a sense of your prosperity really shining through. People will be able to see that about you. They'll be able to see that, wow, you're really standing on your feet, or you're really doing a great job, and they're going to be drawn to that. As I said before, you're going to be more behind the scenes because I don't see kings and queens as male or female. I see kings and queens as the king is the actor upon the stage, because in medieval times he would be the actor, the one that was mainly seen, and then the queen's the director behind the scenes, because there were plenty of queens that ran the whole entire kingdom because the king was mad or he just wasn't up to the job, but they still needed him more often than not. So there are those cases where there weren't the queens, but there are more cases where there weren't the kings, but there are more cases where there were. So here there is that sense of looking at things but not being in the main limelight. And right now I'm going to tell you, with your prosperity coming in and you have this open heart, you're not going to want to be in the limelight. It's going to be like, okay, I need to step back. I need to look at things anew, because there's something here that comes about with money, like feeling like an outsider from what was once prosperous to you, or, looking at things and feeling like emotionally your emotional needs aren't being met. Because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a person sitting outside of a church, of a religious institution, and they're in rags. They look like paupers. So here what I'm seeing is the voice of one of my old teachers says, this means that those in the religious community aren't doing enough for you. Now, it can mean that. It can definitely mean that. But it can also mean that people that you had looked to for comfort and for understanding, or people that you thought you were a part of this, you're not a part of it anymore. Or, you feel cast out. It's not maybe that you have been cast out, but you feel cast out. So here there's a stepping back and a looking more at the truth of you, at your prosperity, because you're going to see something shatter. And it can also be the way that you looked at money. We always have problems with money. My family was always struggling. Now I'm struggling. And it's something that you may very well have inherited in your DNA. Or past lives. This is something where in a past life you struggled, and it can be a karmic pattern that you're struggling to break, and you absolutely break it. You are absolutely breaking it, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time of doubting yourself, of questioning your decisions, but then you move forward, empowered, emboldened, secure, successful. Yeah, and it's just like, wow, okay, a shift has happened. And as you embrace that shift, you have the sun. Happiness, joy, prosperity, success. This is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. And there's this sense of, looking at this happiness, looking at this joy, embracing yourself and being like, yes, this is my time. But do know that when you step into the sun, when you have the sun card around you, it does promote jealousy. People do sit there and say, oh, why do you get to have everything? I want that. I want that prosperity. I want that bounty. I want that joy. So know here that as you move forward, you will have naysayers. You will have people who take you by eyes. Do not let them hobble you. Do not let them keep you from your course, because what you're doing here is you're taking the burdens that you are carrying, and these burdens have been in your heart right here. And the sun that you walk into, it mostly has to do with the way you speak of your future, what you say, the way you embrace yourself, because not only are you talking truth, because your truth needs to be spoken, but you are creating and you're finding your voice. This is a sense of self-expression, is a sense of life purpose, is also building a communication that doesn't have anything to do with words, which you might think is silly because the throat chakra does shine through, but it's not based on words. It's based on understanding deeper feelings, deeper desires on things. And you're emotionally going to be able to understand people in a way that you hadn't before. And so the sun opens up to you, the power opens up to you, and you start speaking into reality what it is that you want. And by this, Spirit is saying that, remember, even if you're speaking something negative, especially when it comes to the Five of Pentacles being at your heart, even when you speak something negative, your mind does not know, when you're exaggerating, you're being sarcastic, or, you're just venting. It can say, oh, okay, that's my truth. If you say it enough, it becomes your reality. And you've been carrying a burden, and it's been around your heart, and it's been holding you back. It's been making you question yourself. And as you carry this burden, as you're looking at your truth, as you're looking at what it is that you want to create, do not take the burdens off of everybody else, because Virgo, you're a natural caregiver. And Spirit is saying that you will naturally think, okay, I have to kind of fall on my swords. And you have the Ten of Swords right here. And it's also, wrapped with a green ribbon wrapped with the heart. So your passion and your mind are going to come at odds with each other. What you cognitively say, okay, I need this, I need to move forward in this way, and what you're passionately driven towards, they're going to seem at odds, and they are actually going to be at odds. So you need to step back and you need to look at what you truly desire, not what somebody else desires for you. Right? That's going to be a very big one here, because this is the darkness before the dawn. Right? And as the darkness before the dawn comes, you're going to sit there and really think that this is it, that there is no sun, that, Dane was just, I was just talking nonsense. Spirit was just, saying silly things. And you're going to be like, Dane, why the heck is this happening to me? It's happening because it's part of a lesson. It's happening because you're going to see that you can put down the burdens that you are carrying, and you've been carrying them for quite some time. And you're going to be able to move forward in a balanced, happy life. The Four of Pentacles is also saying here that as you move forward in a balanced, happy life, you are releasing emotional vampires. You are releasing the negativity that sucks you down, that takes away your power, that takes away your truth. And you are moving forward in a balanced sense of self. As you do so, your roots, say the Six of Cups says, that you have something from your past that is holding you back. Now, here with the purple, I'm really seeing this as the crown chakra, all right? And I do know in these cards it's represented in white, but traditionally the crown chakra is represented in purple. And this is very much saying that it plays over and over in your mind. It's something from your childhood that plays on loop, and it's been playing on loop a lot, all right? You have here a Leo energy, a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. You have eternity right here. So you're moving in strength towards your eternity. And you're seeing that what once had held you back. And it's just as before with the pain and the sorrow when it comes to money or prosperity. It can be something so terribly small that you would think, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. It can't possibly be where all this hurt comes from. But it can be. Because it can trigger a cellular memory. It can trigger a karmic memory. And it goes back further than you. And now you're sitting there and you're saying, oh my gosh, it started there. It started where that doubt started to take root again, got to take root again. And now I'm finding my power, my truth, my voice, where I need to stand, the strength that I need to walk in. But be very careful of having the past become a cage. Seriously. Because you're going to want to heal it, you're going to want to fix it. But remember the old saying, the past is a country you can never visit again. The present is where you stand right now. And the future is a country you have yet to discover. So you can never go to the future, and you can never go to the past. So you're finding that balance, you're finding that understanding for yourself. And as you do so, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be seeing that by nurturing you, you start to open up doors by stepping back and saying, okay, I need time to think. I need time to connect with the earth. I need time to connect with my truth. I need time to nourish myself, and I need time to defend what I want to me. And it can be to others, but I would say don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. And not me saying that, Spirit is saying, don't waste your time defending yourself to others, because they won't understand. And what you have here is the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And I love this, a little otter drinking tea, waving. I think that's just so sweet. And there is a sense of playfulness. There is a sense of joy and of love and of embracing your emotional truth. And as you do so, you're going to find that you're balancing the scales, but that also you're going to find that everybody wants a piece of you. So your initial reaction to balancing the scales is going to be, I'm just going to add more work on to both aspects of my life, my work and my home life, my spiritual truth and my, mundane truth. You're going to just think, okay, if I just make them both equal with the amount of work that I'm doing, it'll come out right. But what you're going to do is you're going to wear yourself out, burn yourself out. And what's here with the Six of Pentacles is needing that balance. But that balance comes from your solar plexus chakra. That balance comes from your personal power, your inner strength, your self-mastery, your empowerment, your confidence, and your courage. You're really going to sit there and see this emotional balance coming forward towards you. And you're going to be like, oh, wow, that's what I needed. Oh, wow, that's where I stand on this. Because something hasn't been clear before, but now it's becoming so clear that it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I didn't see it before. I can't believe I didn't embrace the truth and the bounty and the prosperity that is all around me. And as you move forward into that truth, Virgo, you put down the weight that you have been carrying. And you start to build and create what it is that you desire and where it is that you want to be. And the past doubts, fears, apprehension is broken away. It's no longer a basis for insecurities anymore. Doubts, you're going to see that money starts to come, or what you value as much as money, I should really say prosperity here, starts to come into your life. It becomes a part of you, and you feel astoundingly empowered and emboldened. So let's see what your Spirit Guide Oracle cards have to say. Spirit Guide message for Virgo. Spirit Guide message for Virgo. Spirit Guide message for Virgo. Oh my gosh, I skipped that, didn't I? I was like, wow, that went awfully fast. Well, look at here. Okay. So Spirit is saying, hold up, you skipped a line. So we have the Four of Pentacles, and I do apologize for this. The Four of Pentacles is my emotional vampire card. The emotional vampire card here has the sacral chakra, the orange wrapped around it. So it's flexibility, creativity, relations, desires, sexual desires, things that here people have used against you. Okay, it can be failed relationships. It can be a toxic relationship that you were in or are in, all right? Spirit is saying for some, and here with the Ten of Swords, it's feeling like there is no way out. The Ten of Swords is the darkness. The Ten of Swords is especially within your heart. There is this sense of the darkness before the dawn, but you don't know that the dawn is coming. There's just a sense of, oh my gosh, it's overkill, it's overwhelming, you're doubting, you're fearing, your heart is broken, and the green right here represents the heart chakra, and you are going to be moving forward towards your heart's truth, towards your heart's desire. But there needs to be a death of something. It's kind of like a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, is what I'm really seeing here, which is the death card in the major arcana, which could very well be a Scorpio energy around you. Very much so, like this supportive energy around you can come from a Scorpio. Also an earth sign energy and a Leo, but I really see here as a sense of, there is the sense of being overwhelmed, there is a sense of doubting, there is a sense of fearing. You can get into a very dark place if you let your mind take over. Because what your mind is going to do is it's going to be, it's going to be looking at all the negative scenarios that can happen. It's going to be looking at all the different ways that you can fail. And what Spirit is saying here is that the darkness comes. This is an end of a cycle. This is, moving into something so much better for you and so much more in line with you than ever before. And as you move into that place of being, and as you move into the true essence of yourself, it is going to be a painful rebirth, but it's going to be a necessary rebirth. And as you do move into this new area of your life, this is the darkness. This is the overkill. This is the person laying on the ground in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck with 10 swords stabbing in his back. So here it is like, okay, it's done. It's over. And it is going to be painful, but you are going to be moving forward. And severing your ties with the emotional vampires, the people who drain you dry. And it doesn't mean that you even have to know these people. It can be, strangers that you pass in the street who just are so emotionally drained themselves that they think, oh my gosh, okay, I can just take from you because you're happy, you're energized, you seem to be doing really well. So what I would say to do here is to visualize golden light all around you. And then you have negative energy coming in. You have this vampiric energy coming in, and it's like sewer sludge. It's like a vine of sewer sludge coming into your body, or a vein of sewer sludge. Sever it. See the angels twirling, your angels twirling a fiery sword, and see them severing all the connections, all the light, going through the golden light of the universe, going through the, mucky light of the vampiric energies. And what it's doing is it's clarifying everything. It's healing everything. It's taking away any corruption that can be coming through at any time. And I would suggest doing that kind of often, because our world is so toxic, and everybody is so quick to jump down everybody else's throats for either not being good enough, or for every single reason you can possibly imagine, that it's ridiculous. So here you are embracing your truth, and you are embracing your power, and you're like, okay, enough is enough. Now I'm moving forward. And as you move forward, you find that you've shattered a past pattern. And as you've shattered a past pattern, you move into your strength, you move into your bounty, you move into your glory. And you can see this really happening around, and I don't know when Spirit will be guiding you to this reading, but around the July 23rd to August 22nd time period, where you start to really stand in your own truth. It can be that you are helped to stand in your own truth by a Leo energy. That can very much be the case. But you are also defending yourself and nourishing yourself and moving yourself forward in a way that is highly beneficial. And now it's time to go to your Spirit Guide animal cards. Okay, so Virgo, Spirit Guide's message for Virgo. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. Oh, there we go. And you got my favorite card to jump out. And I'm going to lay these down silently. All right, so at the center of everything, as I said before, you have my favorite card, which is the Lizard Spirit, and it said, dream the world into beginning. So you're dreaming the world into beginning, and as you're dreaming the world into beginning, you have your prosperity, you have your success, you have your bounty all around you, and this is what's moving you forward. It's also opening up your third eye to what you truly want and where you truly want to be, but you're also learning the power, Virgo, of your mind and of what you tell yourself, of what you believe, because it becomes your reality, for good or for bad. It becomes your reality, and now you're dreaming your world into existence. You are creating something that may have seemed absolutely unachievable before. And then you move to the Peacock Spirit, which says, let it shine. Let it shine bright and let it shine through, because you have the Five of Pentacles, which says that old despairs or old heartbreaks or an old way of feeling or a way of feeling left out in the cold and forgotten is being broken. You see that sand dollar just broken through, and it's being broken as your heart opens up and as your truth and your true desire really shines through. This leads you to the Rhino Spirit, which says, overcome any obstacles. You're overcoming any obstacles as the sun shines bright, as you embrace a new dawn, a new day with passion, with creativity, with joy, with excitement, with bounty, with truth. This then leads you to, as you overcome any obstacles, you realize that it's time to heal. And as you heal from those obstacles, even though you're stepping into the sun, it might not feel that way to you. Spirit is saying that you might think, wow, this is difficult. This is challenging. This isn't, what I thought it was going to be. But you're actually going to find that at the end, it can be at the end of this rainstorm, is an absolutely beautiful rainbow. Because remember, you will never get a rainbow without rain. You will never get a dawn without a night. So here you have that time of maybe feeling like you're wandering through the darkness, feeling overwhelmed, questioning yourself. And now it says it's time to heal. It's time to heal from those doubts, from those fears. Know that the sun is shining on you. Know that you have luck on your side, and that you are putting down a burden that has become unbearable to you. And as you put down that burden, you embrace your strength. Now, I love this. This is reinforcing the Leo energy. This is the Lion Spirit. And of course, the Leo is over here, but the Lion is representative of the Leo in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And it says, be generous of spirit. And the Six of Cups, when you are looking at your past, when you are seeing what you have gone through, when you are seeing the power Be generous of spirit. Don't sit there and say, oh my gosh, that shouldn't have happened. Yes, most likely it shouldn't have. And especially if it was something tremendously awful and just devastating, it shouldn't have happened. But it has made you somebody who is forged in compassion. And that really the world needs more of. Which, I don't mean that it means it needs more tragedy. I mean it needs more compassion. It needs more understanding. It needs more heart's truth. And so as you move forward in your truth and in your desire, you have the porcupine spirits, which says, time for a beginner's mind. As you move forward in strength of purpose and strength of what you want from this life, look at things as a beginner. Not saying, oh my gosh, I'm this old, I should be here, I should be there, I failed, or, because that's what we do to ourselves. We give ourselves arbitrary timelines in which to achieve things. And then we say, if I haven't done it by then, I'm never going to do it. I'm always going to be a failure. Stop. Look at it with a beginner's mind. Look at it as if you're looking at the situation, or you're looking at what you desire with brand new eyes, or, with a fresh head. And as you embrace your truth, you move forward in a strength you didn't know you had. And you're not talking yourself out of it anymore. Then you move to the scarab beetle spirit, which says magic works through you. Magic works through you as you release the negativity, as you see your bounty, as you hold on to your truth and what it is that you desire. The magic works through you. And as the magic works through you, and I love the scarab beetle because they were also sacred in Egyptian mythology and Egyptian religion. And so here, there is the sense of a sacredness around your magic, your truth. And I don't mean magic in the realms of conjuring. I mean magic in the realm of the God's head living within you. I mean that you are made of stardust. You are a child of the universe, quite literally. And so here you are connected to something so much greater than yourself. You are connected to the very stars in the sky and the very planet that you walk on. So here, there is the sense of something more coursing through your veins and really connecting to that something more, which leads you to the wasp spirit. And this is also one of my favorite cards because it's honest, and I like that. I like honest, and I like kind of to the point. So here with the wasp spirit, it says sometimes life stings, and that's so true. And that's where we have the Ten of Swords, the doubts, the fears, the apprehensions, the feeling overwhelmed, the thinking, oh my gosh, I just can't do this. Sometimes life stings, and sometimes it makes you feel like you can never get up. You can never do what it is that you wanted to or be the person that you wanted to be, and that's not true. Now you move forward in your power, in your grace, and in your understanding. You know that life stings. You know that there are hard times, that there are heartbreaking times, but you embrace your power and your truth, and you say, look at how I've survived. Look at how I've thrived, right? You might not think of your life as thriving, but you're here, and your energy vibration, I believe anybody who watches my channel, you have a higher energy vibration than most, because if you're down here, you're going to turn off the videos and be like, what the heck is this? I thought you were going to tell me something about, who I could hook up with, or how much money I was going to win, or something like that. Here, this is saying for you, you know the hurts and the pains, but you're still thriving. You're still striving to thrive. And you're putting into that vortex, like Abraham Hicks says, you're putting into the vortex what you don't want. You will get a payment. It just isn't going to be a Disney World payment. It isn't going to be, the fireworks in the sky that everybody sees. It isn't going to be that magical moment. It's going to come in drips, and it's going to come in drabs throughout your life. And you're going to see that you forge a way forward, and you move towards a truth that is absolutely beautiful for you, which leads you to letting it shine, to letting your heart shine, and having a beginner's mind. Then we have the spider spirit, which is another one of my favorite cards, which says, make your dreams real. And here, that fine web of the spider is weaving her dreams. Excuse me. Is weaving your power. And the spider, on top of the Queen of Cups, is showing the fragile side of things. It's also showing how something beautiful can come out of something that, a lot of people have a phobia for, a lot of people are afraid of. Now you're going to see the beauty in what was not always clear, and what was, hidden to you from time. And you're going to be seeing how every thread, every moment counts and is being made into something beautiful. This leads you to the sea turtle spirit, which says, slow and steady wins the race. As you find your balance, as you find your understanding, a lot of times you're going to be sitting there and saying, why couldn't this have happened sooner? Why couldn't I have come to this conclusion, earlier? Why did I have to go through the heartbreak? Why did I have to go through the pain? Because it's making you who you're supposed to be. And the Buddha did not find enlightenment. You could look at it for all the great religious figures. They did not find enlightenment through the easy path. They found it through the pain and through the suffering and through the hardships and through the doubts and the fears. I mean, come on, Jesus was so afraid. He sweat blood. Did he sweat blood or did he cry blood? Yeah. But that happens. That's a physical reaction when you are so afraid. They have it documented. There was a girl in England during the bombings, and she would get so afraid that she would sweat blood, that she would cry blood. It was just amazing. It's amazing to think that that's actually how your body can react to something. So yeah, the fear that you have been through, the doubts, the overwhelming sense of, oh my gosh, I can't do this. It's normal. It's normal, and you will get to where you're supposed to be, but slow and steady wins the race. Don't try to force it. Don't berate yourself for not being at the exact place that you wanted to be before, or earlier, or, at your arbitrary date that you had set for yourself. And now it is time to see that your spirit guide has a plan for you, and you are living that plan. And now it's time to heal, because as you heal, you will shine. And you will shine brighter than you imagined. Your subconscious message for your spirit guide animal cards is the bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. Life is a mystery. But you are becoming a master of these mysteries. And it doesn't mean that they will be less mysterious. It means that you start to understand that you're not supposed to know everything. And that becomes empowering. And that becomes part of your truth. The not knowing becomes a freedom. To embrace the unknown, to embrace the twists and turns that life has ahead of you. So, remember, life is a mystery. And the only reason why it gets easier is because you're not going to expect yourself to have all the answers. This then moves you to the third eye chakra, which says, not the third eye, oh my gosh, it is the third eye chakra. That is so funny. This moves you to the chakra cards, which is the third eye chakra here, which is visualization. So Spirit had that really strongly being said, that now you are opening up your third eye. You are seeing things more clearly. Visualize what it is that you want. Start putting in your mind's eye what you want to become your reality. Because you're going to find that you conquer things first within your mind, and then you conquer it in this world. So the power of visualization, the power of speaking your truth, speaking your reality, is one of the most valuable tools that you have. Because your mind does not know the difference between, what you say in sarcasm or what's a lie or anything like that, or the visualization of horrible things happening. It doesn't know that that's not real. Your mind says, oh my gosh, this is real. So if you're visualizing always being, it always being hard, it always being overwhelming, and that's how you see the next day and the next day and the next day, it will be. And I know that's harsh to say, and some of you might turn off the video and say, well, that's absolute nonsense. That's fine. You're not ready to hear it. But it is true. If you start to say, I can see myself being happy. I can see myself, enjoying my life. I can see myself prosperous and successful. What you visualize within your mind starts to be what you create in your reality. Your subconscious botanical message is garlic. It's service. It's being of service to yourself. Garlic is also an antibacterial, so it is clearing out any wounds, any pains that you've had, that you've been defining yourself by for a really long time. And now you're finding a life of service. And it doesn't mean you give up everything for everybody else. It means that you are in service to your greater truth. You are in service to your connection with your spirit guide to move you forward. You are in service, and you are healing. Your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Six of Swords. You have another 6. Okay? Again, amplifying the nurturing, the healing, the kindness that is needed here. And the Six of Swords is you're taking all your ideas and all your dreams and you are moving forward. You're moving forward to what it is that you desire to create. You're taking the knowledge of what you've been through and you're saying, okay, now it's time for me to create what I truly want and where I truly want to be. And you're conquering within your mind your next steps before you live them in reality. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. I'm so happy that Spirit brought you this message and that I was able to be the mouthpiece for it. I love you all. Bye.